What's the funniest way you've ever been caught lying to your parents? When I was 15, I told my parents I was sleeping over at my friend Danny's house on Saturday night. Classic lie, right? Except I was actually going to this huge house party at Ashley Miller's place while her parents were out of town. The plan was foolproof. Danny was covering for me, I had my story straight, and my parents trusted me completely. I'd never been in serious trouble before, so they had no reason to be suspicious. Saturday afternoon, I packed my overnight bag like I was really going to Danny's. Threw in pajamas, a toothbrush, even brought my Nintendo DS to make it look legit. My mom even made me a sandwich to take with me because she's thoughtful like that. I rode my bike to Danny's house around 6 p.m., then we both snuck out the back and walked to the party. Ashley's house was packed with kids from school, music was blasting, and I felt like such a rebel for pulling this off. Everything was going great until around 9 p.m. when I decided to post a picture on Instagram. Just a quick selfie with some friends at the party. Nothing too crazy, just proof that I was living my best teenage life. Here's where I made my first mistake. I forgot that my mom followed me on Instagram, but that's not even the worst part yet. My mom saw the post and recognized Ashley's kitchen in the background because she'd been to Ashley's house for parent conferences. But instead of calling me right away, she decided to drive to Danny's house to surprise me with some homemade cookies. When she knocked on Danny's door at 9:30 p.m., his mom answered looking completely confused. "Oh, hi, Mrs. Patterson, is everything okay? I just wanted to drop off some cookies for the boys. Are they playing video games upstairs?" Danny's mom got this weird look on her face. "What boys?" Danny's been in his room alone all evening working on homework. That's when my mom knew something was up. But here's where it gets really funny. Instead of calling me and demanding I come home, my mom decided to become a detective. She drove to Ashley's house and parked across the street like she was on a stakeout. Meanwhile, I'm at the party having no idea that my cover has been blown. Around 10 p.m., I decided to call home just to check in and maintain my lie. "Hey mom, just wanted to say goodnight. We're about to watch a movie at Danny's." "Oh really? What movie?" I panicked and said the first thing that came to mind. Finding Nemo. That sounds fun, sweetie. Are Danny's parents home?" "Yeah, they're downstairs making popcorn." "Okay, have fun. Love you." She was so calm that I thought I was in the clear. Little did I know she was sitting in her car taking pictures of me through Ashley's living room window. About an hour later, I started getting worried because some of the older kids at the party were drinking and I didn't want to be around when things got messy. I decided to leave early and actually go to Danny's house to sleep over, just like I told my parents. I walked to Danny's house around 11 p.m. and knocked on his bedroom window. He let me in through the back door. "Dude, your mom came by earlier looking for you. I covered and said you were in the bathroom, but I think she knows something." I figured I'd just pretend I'd been there all along and hope for the best. The next morning, I came home around 10 a.m. expecting everything to be normal. My mom was in the kitchen making pancakes, acting completely casual. "How was your sleepover, honey?" "Great, we stayed up way too late playing video games." "What game did you play?" "Super Mario Brothers mostly." "And you watched Finding Nemo?" "Yeah, after the games. It was fun." She nodded and kept flipping pancakes like nothing was wrong. "That's interesting because Finding Nemo is a pretty short movie, only like 90 minutes. I shrugged, starting to sweat a little. We watched it twice. That's when my mom pulled out her phone and showed me a series of photos she'd taken from her car. Clear pictures of me standing in Ashley's living room, talking to friends, holding a red Solo cup, laughing at something someone said. The timestamps showed I was there from 9:45 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. "So, you watched Finding Nemo twice at Danny's house while also being at Ashley Miller's party?" My face turned bright red. I was completely busted with photographic evidence. But wait, it gets better. My mom then showed me the Instagram post I'd made, which she had screenshot. In the background of my selfie, you could clearly see Ashley's family calendar hanging on their kitchen wall. And written on Saturday night's date, in big red letters, it said, "Gone to Vegas. Back Sunday." So Ashley's parents were out of town, but Danny's parents were home making popcorn during your movie marathon. I was standing there with my mouth open like a fish, completely unable to explain how I could be in two places at once. The final nail in the coffin was when my mom showed me a text message from Danny's mom asking if I was okay because she was worried when my mom came looking for me and I wasn't there. I had to respect the detective work. My mom had caught me in at least 4 different lies using social media, photographic evidence, and witness testimony. She grounded me for 2 weeks, but honestly, I was more impressed than angry. She'd basically solved my lie like she was working for the FBI. The funniest part was that she never actually caught me doing anything bad at the party. I didn't drink or get in trouble. I just got busted for lying about where I was. My mom still brings this up at family dinners sometimes, calling it the Great Finding Nemo investigation. I learned my lesson though. If you're going to lie to your parents, don't leave a digital trail and definitely don't underestimate your mom's detective skills.